Alrighty, what's up guys? This is our project out at North Rocks. You would have seen a couple videos and photos of it dropped in the YouTube channel the other day. So we're just getting this one going now. We've got a little bit of a delay over our Thornley project. We won't get too involved in that, but we'll talk about it soon. Anyway, we're getting the excavation finished today. And then tomorrow we're sending DJ up to go pick up the pool from Newcastle. So it's on the way back from Newcastle through here anyway. So he's going to do a trip straight from Newcastle straight to the site. We'll get the pool lifted in hopefully by lunchtime. So it's just finishing the jackhammering now on the swimming pool. So tomorrow morning the boys will do the screed bed, prep the screed. And then we'll probably do excavate the filtration trench, get that through, get that ready to go. That way it gives the boys a bit of stuff to do for the next week or so. But we'll touch base back on about Thornley project soon. But other than that, we're going good. It's getting warmer again now. So we had that freak storm last week, and now today we're looking at about, what are we at? 26 degrees. And then tomorrow we're supposed to be hitting the high 34. So it's a bit all over the place at the moment, but anyway, all good. Stay tuned. It's only Tuesday, so this week's already going a little bit better than last week, so that's an A+. So see you guys soon.
Welcome back everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful long weekend. It was definitely a hot one. If you're just tuning in on any of the socials, YouTube, Instagram or anything like that, make sure you give us a follow or a like to keep up to date with any current progress we've got on jobs and some drops that we've got coming for the Pool Spa Expo. Other than that, you can see we have been working pretty hard over at our North Rocks project. We've got a fair bit done and we've been smashing out, me and Logan spending the last couple of days there. But you can see DJ and I pretty much got the whole finished off and tidied up ready for the screed. We had some pretty hot days out there, but we're getting through it. Being a vacant block, there's not much shade on this place, so it's a bit crap, but oh well, it is what it is. So you can see here, excavation is pretty much all wrapped up. There's a lot of rock in this. We ended up having just on 50 cubes of rock, so it was pretty much a full pool of rock in an 8x3.5 swimming pool. The challenge is with these pools, we have to hammer out all of the inflow cleaning heads, which can be quite time consuming. Obviously you don't want any heads in the pool touching on any rock whatsoever. But other than that, we sent DJ up to Newcastle to go pick up the pool. He usually leaves the yard around 5 AM, gets up to Newcastle for a 7 AM pickup. Spends about an hour there getting everything strapped up and ready to go, and then brings it back down safely. So being so close off the freeway, we just got him to bring the pool straight to the site instead of having to take it back to the yard. We chucked the pool in with the excavator, but we had a bit of a hand. We had a 14.5 ton excavator on site that we used to pluck the pool off the trailer, and then we just lifted in with a 5.5 tonner. While we're there, me and the boys just did a little bit of a time-lapse video. You can see one of our new guys there in the corner, Glenn. He started just this year, so he's come from a bit of a bricklaying background. Yeah, so Glenn's pretty keen to learn the other components of the job, formwork and concreting. But yeah, we just thought we'd chuck him in on an install and see how he goes, doing a bit of backfill, just teaching a bit of the fundamentals about pinning a pool and getting it nice and safe. So you can see here, this is what I've done this for. This is probably the most crucial stage of the fiberglass install, is making sure that the pool is positioned in the right spot as per the plan. And then also we jack the pool up from corner to corner to make sure we're not lifting it too far and moving the pool around. And we just slowly jack it up and pin it. After this stage, we then go to using water to help wash in the sand and cement. This is a really crucial stage of pinning the pool, making sure that it's not going to drop later on. Other than that, we had a couple of the other boys head over and do some repairs on a job that we did around 2 years ago. A couple of drop edge tiles that had just come loose. While we were there, we re-silicon underneath the back. As you can see here, this is what we do for our drop edge tiles. Backing them up with a piece of backing rod, so like a styrofoam backing, and then we go through and silicon the underside to give the tile some stability so we don't get any chipping, and also to stop any debris and spiders and stuff getting up the back.
Alrighty, so we're going to do a quick recap of what we've done so far at, where are we? North Rocks. So yesterday we put the pool in. We didn't get in until quite late, so the boys hadn't started doing cutting or anything, just marked out. So I'll show you what we've got done today. So what we've got done today, we've had the pool pinned. We've got it all pinned to the right height. We've got the backfill up to just on the safety ledge. Skimmers in, spar jets are in, pool returns are in, pool lights are in. Now you can see we've run the ag line on this job quite low. The reason for that is there is a drop edge beam going along here, down 550. And then over in this back corner, there's a big 600 by 600 stormwater pipe. Stormwater pit, which is going to run from the very back corner of the property down in the street to the road. So what we've actually got to do is get our ag line to be going into the invert level of the pit, which is quite low. So that way, if the pool ever gets a backup there, the water's going to overflow out of this pit, which is lower than the pool. So we're going to have about a 550 drop down. So that's why I've got the ag line down so low, better drainage anyway, get the water out around the cavity. This being a full rock hole too, whatever water gets trapped in this hole is never going to be able to get out anywhere. So like I've said in the past, this is pretty much a full dam now that we've built in this backyard. So any surface water that's going to run through the rocks, any drainage is going to find its way into this pool cavity. So getting that out at the lowest point possible is always going to be better. But yeah, anyway, so here we are. It's probably my favorite pool. This is our 8-meter sanctuary, and we call it our narrow because it's only 3.4 wide, whereas our standard one is 8x4. But this is awesome pool. This is my favorite one by far. But yeah, anyway, so that's a recap for North Rocks. We're coming back here tomorrow. We'll do most of the plumbing, and then we've got Monday off for Australia Day, and then hopefully we should be able to get most things wrapped up on Tuesday when we come back here, so we can get moved on and get to the next jobs. So beautiful catches.
I had the opportunity while me and Logan were there just to do a little time-lapse video. So I thought I'd get the camera out and just record myself plumbing in the canister line. Now pretty much what I have to do here is I have to plumb a balanced feed line into the canister so that the canister has always submerged in water. So pretty much what that means is that whatever the water level of the pool is at, the canister inside will be at the same level. Now you need to do this because it's got a suction line down through the MDX to the pump. If you don't have this balance line plumbed in, it just sucks all the water out of the canister and then starts pulling in air. Now, an easy way to be able to vacuum still with this system is all you have to do is just bung off the water level port in the canister so that when you manually vacuum using a skimmer box through a skimmer plate, you can still vacuum. We've tested it and tried it. It works fine. Generally speaking anyway, with a self-cleaning pool like this, our clients don't ever tend to use a manual vacuum system anyway. But it's just there as an option if you ever needed to, if you had an excessive amount of debris in your pool or something, it can still happen. But yeah, other than that, just a quick little time-lapse video. 245s always in from the bottom of the MDX into the canister, just to prevent any blockages and flow. Being on this pool, being a narrow, it's really good because of how close the MDX is to the canister.
Alrighty, so I'm finished over now in this deep end section. So fixed head now has been run. That's one of the skimmer lines. The second one is just down there. This is our balance line, which feeds water into this canister because the canister needs to have water in it all the time. That's our canister line coming from the bottom of the pool, the MDX. Like I said, 245s in. We've got a canister line there down the bottom. So if we come around here now, they've all been plumbed to the corner. So now we're going to run these all the way down through here. Logan's already plumbed out the step heads, which has been manifolded underneath already. There's also one head which is there, and then there's another head there, so he's already run that out. So we're just going to bundle these pumps up a bit neater, bring them through here. Logan's finishing the pull returns now, and then there's a number 1 head and another 2 heads down there. And then we need to put the water valve in here. So we've got a bit of a plan for this. I might put the plan in the video so it's a bit more understanding of how it's going. But there's going to be a room built here later on, so we've got to make sure that everything is on the outside of the room. So we've got all the plans and measurements for it. But pretty much the water valve is going to go right here. And then there's only 1.2 distance from the boundary line, which is that orange string line, to where this brick wall is going to go. So we can't put the pumps normal, how we usually do them that way. So we're going to run them lengthways, so it's going to be a long box. And then we're going to put our heater up here in the back. There's another retaining wall going along the back boundary. And then there's like a big garden bed in here. I'll put it in the photo so you can see it, make more sense. And then we're going to have a top vent heater in this back corner over here.
Now, set out of this filter equipment area is actually really crucial. So it actually took me and Logan a little bit of planning and just making sure that we weren't going to start plumbing and then have to cut things out and move things and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to quickly talk about us setting out the equipment. So later on in the video, I'm going to put the plan up of the plant room. I'll have to give you guys a bit more of an idea. But pretty much we just set everything out as per the plan. The builder came out, put some pegs out for us. We've got some boundary line string set up. And then we just went from there.
Alrighty, quick little update. Day's almost over. So we've got Monday off because we've got a public holiday here, Australia Day. So I'm just going to quickly run through, show you a quick recap for the day. We've got a fair bit done, so pretty much me and Logan smashed it out today. So pretty happy. So I'll run it through quickly. We already went through this canister stuff before, skimmer. So they're all running through up here now. When we bring some more sand, we'll lift these pumps a bit and get the belly out of them. Now I'll show you the plan on the video. Alright, so I am going to show you the plan so you get a bit of a better idea what's going on here. But we've got the water valve set now in the exact right spot. We've got the skimmer and canister line set, so once we do a bit of backfill we can straighten these up a bit. So we've got one pump going in here, and then we've got a secondary pump coming in here. So we've worked out the spacing for it to work out right. These are our two return lines off the first pump. So we'll come straight out, straight back in and down. And then there'll be another pump here, a variable speed pump. There'll be a media filter there in the background, in the back. And then we'll also have spa jet and pull return in the back corner. And then there'll be a heater in and heater out line running up to the back corner. And then we're also going to have a backwash line in this corner running back through here. Later on there's a bathroom going in this little spot. So there's going to be a plumber bringing up a sewer gully here. So once he brings that up, we'll bring the backwash up to here.
Now, I know this might not make sense to everybody, but just to give you a little bit of content as what's going to happen in the future, you can see the pool in the bottom left-hand corner there. Effectively, we've dug a trench going from that corner of the pool, running straight parallel back to the boundary. Then you can see where we've marked out all the plans. Logan went and plotted out everything where it's going to go to work in between spacing for pumps and things like that. So a lot of thought and process went into making sure that everything's going to fit now, because we need to be able to get the pool up and running. Meanwhile, the wall needs to be built afterwards. So nothing's going to be connected to the wall for now. We're going to be able to set up all the pump gear properly, get the pool running, and then someone will come back later on and come and build the rest of the retaining walls and garden beds and the shower room and the bathroom and things like that.
Another little quick one. So what we will end up doing is we're only pouring a 600 beam here along the back of the pool. We're going to do a second pour later on after the build's done. And then we're going to pour all the way across here. There's an 800 beam, so we're going to cut this back more. 800 beam drop edge down to this lower level. Other than that, what we'll end up doing is, because there's a bit of a cavity here now for the skimmer, we need that to be able to work in there anyway. What we'll do is we'll probably put a pier just in here. So that way we've got a nice bearing of rock. We've got rock everywhere up here anyway. There's rock everywhere. So the pool's on rock. We had rock all the way from the very top. So you can see all the way through here is all rock. So when we go do the form work, we'll scrape all this out. So we're bearing on rock. I'll chuck a little pier here just to span this massive gap here. That way it's not going to be any weaker through there. And then over here we'll end up having concrete spanning over here onto the rock. So that'll be beautiful through there. And then this spot over where the filtration is, we're just going to do a temporary pad setup for now to get the pool running. And then we're going to put the covers over the pool, cover it up, disconnect everything, take it all off, and then leave it until stage 2 after the house has been built.
Yes, it's that time of year again, the annual Pool and Spa Life Expo. So we'll be down there again this year. We've got a few little new plans for our stand this year, some new things we're going to bring. We've also got some deals that we're working on at the moment to bring you guys before the show as well as at the show. And hopefully we can get you guys a swimming pool for sometime this year or even next year. So keep following along. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you down at the Pool and Spa Expo. If not, I'll see you guys soon.